What did I say yesterday? What did I say? I told you with the Redskins name change, I said that now it just sets a precedent where the woke crowd, the people that are not looking for conversation or understanding or compromise, they're just looking to be outraged. And if you don't do exactly what they say, they will just continue to cry and scream. And so once you bend the knee to those people, you've already lost, because now they're going to move on to something else. So the Redskins have announced that they are officially changing their name. The woke mob is now moving on to other things they can be fake offended over. And what did I tell you? I said it was going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, or maybe the Cleveland Indians, or maybe the Chicago White Sox, the New England Patriots. The Atlanta Braves might get thrown into it, or maybe they'll just invent something else to be offended over from something else. And now look at this right here. The Washington Post opinion: the Texas Rangers team name must go. Members of the Texas Rangers force were violent agents of white supremacy. What? And here's the article by Karen. Her name is Karen. Her name is Karen. How great is that? Her name is actually Karen. As the Washington football team finally gives up its ist slur of a name, there is one major sports team that has avoided the spotlight and resisted meaningful engagement with the violent and ist implications of its name. To know the full history of the Texas Rangers is to understand that the team's name is not so far off from being called the Texas Klansmen. What? What? I'm not going to go through this article, but the point is see, now that they've got the name change of the Washington football team, now suddenly, they're going to find something else to be offended over. This is why this precedent that has been set by the Redskins is bad for everyone involved. And again, if you're of the mindset that this is good, that this needed to happen, then you're probably the same type of person that believes LeBron James is a victim in America. And that is totally fine if you are dumb enough to believe that. And again, if you were to present this particular situation in isolation, and if you could have brought good arguments to the table to justify your reasoning why, and that was it, it begins and ends with the Washington Redskins, okay, we can at least have a conversation about that. But what we have learned from the woke crowd, from the social justice weirdos, they're not interested in compromise. They're not interested in conversation. They're not interested in finding common ground. They just want to be offended to be offended for the sake of being offended. There's no rhyme or reason to any of this. There's no foundation. There's nothing. So now that the Redskins name is being changed, it's time to move on to something else. And then once that outrage has been dealt with, then they'll move on to something else. And then they'll figure out why they're offended by the thing that you already gave them. They'll figure out a reason to be offended by that too. So this is why I don't support this nonsense. I don't support any of these people. I don't support them. I don't listen to them. I don't give them any respect whatsoever, because they don't deserve respect. What they deserve to be is laughed at and never acknowledged. Only use them for using their stupidity to monetize it, or use their stupidity to prove how ridiculous it is that the mainstream media and ESPN and NBA and the NFL is making huge mistakes by going down this path. They're going to lose the ratings. Once the ratings start dipping, then you'll see that they really don't care about these things at all. They're just pretending to care for Twitter nonsense. It's pre-approved Twitter messaging. So, if you're in favor of the Redskins name change, well, now I'm assuming you're going to be in favor of the Texas Rangers, and then you're going to have to be in favor of the Kansas City Chiefs, and then you're going to have to be in favor of the Atlanta Braves, and the New England Patriots, and the Dallas Cowboys, and pretty much everything and anything, because this is a never-ending rabbit hole of nonsense. So, congratulations to the woke crowd out there. You won. You've got what you wanted. You are destroying everything in your path, because these people are a disease, and they're just spreading their disease anywhere and everywhere they can. So now the Texas Rangers, it appears that they're going to be targeting them now next, and then we'll see who they decide to target after they've won that battle. Congrats. You guys have a great day. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of sports to talk about. Sports is an afterthought right now in the world of sports. It is all political propaganda, And that is sad. It's very sad to see, but 2020 has been a disaster, and until November gets here, it's going to continue to be a disaster, unfortunately. I'll see you guys over in the geeksandgamers.com forums. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.